All right, here with Woodside head basketball coach Stefan Welsh as Wolverines complete the back-to-back feat 53-33 over LC Bird to win the state championship yet again here. Coach, there's been a lot of good teams in Class 5 since realignment from 3 divisions when you played and won back-to-back to now 6 classes, the likes of Henrico, Potomac, LC Bird, who you played today, Verina, Maury, Green Run, Highland Springs, and others. To go back-to-back, what's it say about your program, the players and coaches together?
You know what, man? It really does feel well, first of all, for my kids because they work so hard, man. And I know that I'm very demanding on them, and I know our grind is not easy. But those kids really show up and respond every day. They really, really believe in what we do. And, for them to see the results, that makes me feel whole. Division 5 is a beast, man. And, I mean this in the most humble way possible. I think whoever is fortunate enough to get out of our region has a pretty good shot at winning the state championship because it's so grueling to get out of. It could be anybody's night. And for us, we've been very fortunately to stay healthy. We've been very fortunate to be able to execute game plans, and I think that we've been very fortunate enough to play well at the right time, and I think that that's been our key to success.
When you were at Woodside, you played alongside a couple quality bigs. Of course, it was you and Calvin Baker in the backcourt, but Sam Atup and Willie Bell. You've gone up against some in college at Arkansas. You've coached against some. You've coached some. Silas Barksdale, 17 points, 14 rebounds. What sets him apart in your eyes, and what's his upside and potential?
He's an unbelievable teammate first, extremely unselfish. I fuss at him all the time about being more selfish, and I think this year he took a step in that direction. You know what I mean? And he's so good on the glass offensively and defensively that people think we pad his stats. But if you really sit down and watch him play, every shot that come off the rim, he get his hands on it. If he don't get it, then he makes it hard for the defenders to get it. So he's by far the best big man in school history. In the reclass era, he's not a reclass kid. He's 16 years old. When he graduates from Woodside, his first day on the college campus, he's gonna be 17 years old. So his upside is through the roof. The kid is a worker. A lot of times during the season, after we get done with practice, I got to call his parents to tell them no going to the Y tonight because the kid just flat out want to work. And he lost 35 pounds this August in our boot camp. Coming back from the summer travel ball, he was a little heavy. And he committed himself to really dropping the weight. And now you're seeing the product of that. He's a worker. He's a team first guy, and everything that he's got and everything that's coming to him, he 100% deserves.
I was just joking with him a moment ago. I said this is a lot less stress-free than a year ago when you had that crazy comeback against Patrick Henry or Roanoke. And it's taking nothing from your opponents, beginning with Kickotan and then Norview and Maury in the regionals. Then you face Kempsville, Green Run, and this LC Bird team in the States. You have respect for what Class 5 is, but was it more about us than we, even though you guys put in the work and had the film study because you know how hard these guys practice to get ready for the games?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, Troy, man, and Chris Horn, they're elite coaches. Bird is a state championship program. So we knew coming in they were going to be well coached, and we knew that they were going to make adjustments. And so we wanted to be a step ahead. To start this game, I told the guys, I wrote it on the board, we going back and playing 03-04 Woodside defense. And, pretty much, this team, we run pretty much a pack line like UVA. Well, tonight we came out and we got in the passing lanes and we denied that first pass. And I told the guys, y'all gonna be on the island, and so you're gonna be on the island and you're gonna have to guard. And I thought that again, this team will always respond. You know what I mean? I thought for us to put this adjustment in, and even at halftime we went to switching all ball screens. Once I seen how they were attacking us, I felt comfortable with Silas being able to guard their guards, use his lift, and just make the shots tough for him. I knew pulling him away from the basket, though, that'll kind of hurt us on the glass a little bit, and it did there in a couple of stretches. But when you sound so on defensively the way we are, and they're talking and they're communicating, they're connected, we're gonna be a tough out every night.
Two more for what you run. Be honest. I know there was some feeling of disrespect and slight that you only had one player get chosen first team all region in Silas Barksdale. You have some other quality kids on this team like Travis Hamilton, Jermaine Dietrich, Messiah Wells Stevens, among others. Was that part of the motivation during this journey to say, all right, we're not loved by everybody, but we're going to go get the ring?
Absolutely. I said it and I'll say it again. I feel like because my guys play team basketball and certain guys' stats aren't what they could be if they played at other schools, when it comes to those, those all region and all district meetings, I feel like my kids, they get the short end of the stick. you know. But at the end of the day, they understand that we'll take the short end of the stick individually because, you know, team success triumphs all. And, you know, it's a lot of teams at home that didn't have a chance, that's not going to have a chance to play at VCU Norfolk State, but we're here again.
Lastly, I know you saw your guy, John Richardson, former Woodside coach, now the head man at Elizabeth City State. You had an embrace with him. Tell me what that was like and what's it mean for you? What's he meant to you to become? I think you're the first guy in our state to win back-to-back as a player and as a coach since Bryant Stith, who also coached, by the way, with Coach Richardson at Old Dominion. What's that mean to you? And tell me about that embrace if you can.
I mean everything to me. I texted him probably like 2 hours before the game, and I told him, hey, Coach, I'm going back to 03, 04, 04, 05, John Richardson Woodside defense. And he laughed, and he said, great adjustment. You know what I mean? And, that mean everything to me because, growing up, I didn't have my father, and he was the first one that really, took the challenge on to help me mold me into the man I've become. And, I'll forever love him for that. Whenever I call him, he's always there for me. Whenever he called me, I'm always there for him. So, he really is like a father to me. He's like the father I always wanted, and I'll forever love him for that.
That's awesome. I have to get one more in there. I forgot that you have the hats, back-to-back championship hats and shirts printed up before the game. A little bold, but you get to enjoy it. Tell me about that if you can.
You know what? The second state championship that we won here at VCU, I wore it in warm-ups. And I am.
Really? That's right. You did it. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a little superstitious. And I said that I'm going to respect my opponent. But, as that clock wind down and we went on that run, I kept asking my coaches, can I take my shirt off now? Can I take my shirt off? And they kept saying, no, 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 no. And then when they finally told me to take the shirt off, I was like, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? Because I got so much respect for Coach Mann, the LC Bird program. It's different as a player, doing it than when you're a coach. You always want to respect the opponent. But once that clock started winding down, I went ahead and took it off. And again, we had these shirts and these hats printed up because it was never a doubt. We know that we work extremely hard. We knew that they only played 6 guys. We knew that we was going to play 11. And we felt like, our depth and our playing style would get the best of them. And I felt like right there at the end of the second quarter, I don't think 10 minutes was enough for them to recuperate.
Job well done at Confident Group. Back-to-back, it's done. Thank you so much. Congrats. Go enjoy it.
Appreciate that, man.